Ooh, title. Hey Devoured, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I am trying to get back on track with all of my makeup things I want to do. So I'm doing another I'm about to do my second makeup look today. I'm just going to clean this out from underneath my eye. It always gets just like slightly stuck there. There we go. Good. Moisturizer time. There we go. So two makeup looks. It's technically my third stream. But yeah. I am trying to make sure I'm back on track with the amount of makeup looks I'm doing, so I can hit 1,000 on the weekend. That's the plan. And I think we're doing good so far in terms of hitting that. So let's see how quickly we can do this one. Hey Gamerly, because tonight is my turn to cook for Ghost and I. So, oh, medical tape. Hopefully, I'm gonna be finished by like but maybe I'll be finished by like 9:30 from the new cartoon. I haven't seen the cartoon. Hair uncut. Long time no see, hey. Oh. My volume seems low. Does it seem low in comparison to what it was earlier? Let's have a look if it's... So long. 3. On to the 3rd. I was so silly. I was like... Oh, maybe it's your headphones. I'll still check though. No, it's fine. Is it? No, my volume, my microphone has moved down from 100 to 68. So it did shift itself. Every day. Yes. There is. Did the toy train derail? It did not derail. It ran out of battery, and then one of my darling community members was really kind and bought a rechargeable battery pack and charger for me. And I was so excited. And I was so excited about having that. And then unfortunately, it was delivered while I went away for the weekend. And they left it out in the rain. So I've put it in the earring cupboard. I know I should put it in rice, but also I'm kind of like, I want to eat that rice. So I know, I'm really annoyed about it, Gabriel. So I think it's going to be okay. So I've just let it to like dry out. I'm trying to wait for it to dry out. Rice is actually bad. What to put stuff in? I'm trying to let it dry out. I'm just trying to leave it. You know when like I don't want to like put any electricity through it. So I'm just trying to. Then I'll put it back. I'm going to try tomorrow. I'm going to try and put it together tomorrow because then I'm going to replace the help with a better sign. It's just that I was rushing around today and I wanted to make sure I had done something because it felt a bit unfair. Oh, these stickers are still on too, huh? Ooh. Cool. Right, anyway. Let's start painting on the next one. Should be fine. I know. That's why I was just like, maybe I should plug it into like a Oh, that's really interesting, Magic Part. How come? Bride Bridge of Frankenstein. Nope. Frankenstein. Is this a third paint? This is the second paint, third stream. Oh, interesting. I've always thought the Bride of Frankenstein had the stitches down there, but she actually has them down here. I think I'll just play with it. Just put it in the air fryer. Just cook it. Yeah, but I'm not sure. So I thought the best bet would be to like leave it in the cupboard, you know, like with the boiler and stuff. So I thought that'd be the best bet. I think it would be fine. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna plug it straight into the wall. I'll plug it into a you know, an extension port, okay, it's the extension cable. And then I'll turn it on via that way to see if it works. I don't know enough about electricity, but I feel like that would be the safest thing to do. Creature Commandos? No, I haven't heard of that. Do the work of diffusion. Oh, really? Well, I guess putting it in the cupboard. Mad jackpot! Yeah, good show. I guess putting it in the cupboard will be, okay. Feels like forever since I've last seen you, for real. Dry out stuff? I have some expired rolled oats. I used to dry stuff out that gets accidentally dunked. Oh wow. No, you just keep that on the side. How often do you accidentally dunk stuff? Okay, let's see. You posted the bridge. I didn't know about that, Zero. That you couldn't do banknotes. I had no idea about that. Oh my god, Zero, you just did exactly what I did. I went onto Google and I typed in Bridge of Frankenstein as well.
Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Oh, cool! She kind of looks like the cloak reminds me of Doctor Strange. All right, chat. Let's go again. I don't know what song to do with this one. I was so silly. This is wet. I was so silly, chat. Which I'm really, really grateful for the gift from Zerocod on the wish list earlier for more cleanser, because I have it in the bathroom, but sometimes when I'm not in the shower, I put it on the sink and then I go get it from the shower, and then if I'm in the shower anyway, and I was there and I was like, where's my cleanser? And then I saw it was outside and I left it by the sink, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go get it. So then I like had to run out to get it, but then obviously when I ran out, I stood on all of my clothes that I was just gonna quickly rewear to do the second makeup look. So then now they're soaked through because I missed with my foot and I stood on it. So that's why I was like, well, I'm gonna have to put different clothes on. They're soaking wet. It's so stupid. But never mind. I would share your, I don't know, click it, Hulk. I know, Zoe, I felt like an idiot. So I was like, oh my god. And I was thinking, I was like, oh, well, thank goodness. Because when that other cleanser comes through, I'll just leave one on the side. Thank you so much, Hulk. Thank you. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Hulk. Did that do what you expected it to do? The Stardew theme song is a good song for everything. I agree with you. Wholeheartedly. I'm gonna have to go get some more water. No, okay. Huh. Well, then it seems like it's fine. That explains why my resubs never get announced. I have it on auto. Ah, yeah, you have to oh, yeah. For that one, yeah. Right, chat. Let me refresh my water. Actually, I'll refresh this water too. Let me go change out this water and then we'll go. on a little bit too. Ah! Cass, thank you so much. Thank you. I turned the tap on just a little bit too hard and it like attacked the sink. Thank you. Yeah, for real. At least now we know. Okay. Chat, let's... Oh my god, we should find a song. Not again. This is the hardest part, in my opinion. I do spoil you all. Is there... Sally. I don't want to do Sally's song, it's so boring. I felt there's something in the wind. It's too slow. Bride of Frankenstein. Kind of Halloween-y. Let's see. What song to pick? I've sent more than 7 messages this year. Oh, devoured. You're so lovely. Thank you. I know, Nivius. It feels like, you know, one of those things which like everyone knows, but they think that other people don't know, but like everyone knows, but the easiest way to talk about it is like, and to reference it is by saying the thing that is the incorrect thing, because everyone knows what you're talking about, but everyone doesn't think that but everyone thinks that they know information that you don't, so they have to correct you. But it's just easier to be like, oh yes, before having to like say, you know what I mean? it oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think regardless, you'll upset people. Yes. I think another thing is like people tend to like read into anything, which is hard. Because then you feel like you have to kind of like... You feel sometimes that you're dodging bullets that shouldn't even be fired at you. You're like, what the hell? London Bridge of Frankenstein, exactly. With many twists and turns. Yes. Facts. Like, okay, I don't know if you follow this woman on Instagram. She's just come up while I was looking for a song. She's really interesting, and I really like following her. She's great. She's called Jamila Jamil. And she calls out any of the bad press that she has, and she's really, really upfront about it, and I really appreciate it. So what she's basically done is, there's been so many comments, articles, sorry, because she's a celebrity, about how she's been criticized for such a shameful comment, and her fans are against her and stuff. And she went through all of her stuff, and she was basically like, there is one comment out of thousands or hundreds, I don't know, excuse me, how many she gets. An hour ago, 591 comments, so probably thousands. There was one comment which said shameful, and now she's had like just under 100 articles about her being published about how people are reacting badly to what she said. And she's like, no, I didn't. She was like, I counted, and she screenshotted this comment section as well. And she's like, there's one. She was like, the media, she was like, she says ridiculous. She was like calling it out, and I really appreciated that. So shameful, such a shameful thing to do. And I really appreciate, hi Zark. I really appreciate that she does that, because it's like, it's good to see that she calls it out a lot. I think that's good, but the thing is, Shadow, people just want to read into things because they want to be the one who came up with it, and it's just ridiculous. People are stupid, honestly. As far as I'm concerned, the best thing I've learned is to, in a lot of situations, is be like, people on the internet are out of control. Oh, let's do that one. That was quite a nice song. That's so good. It's silly, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, I think it's been sped up. This one. Ooh, that one's slower. It seems like someone's changed it. Right, well, let's just do this one. I don't know if anyone else gets this. I'll turn my phone off, and then it will keep playing songs or something, or music. Like, not necessarily music, a video. Negative spreads easier. 100%. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, which I hate. I said no. I knows it will annoy me because I have to open the comment. Yeah, exactly. See the people with the ad revenue. Absolute pink clipping posted out of context a lot more on Twitter. Yeah, for the 100%. Sorry, we're saying bye to Ghost. Yeah, it spreads faster. People get the ad revenue. I knew that was going to happen. I'm not being like, what's this that? I knew that was going to happen as soon as Twitter did that, and I was like, oh, like, but yeah, it's another reason why videos of people complaining about why they've got a problem with the latest Marvel trailer for something that they can't understand, and we all know Marvel lies in their trailers as well about things that aren't even in the film. About how it's going to be the worst film in the world, and that video is 3 minutes long. That brings in a lot of revenue on TikTok. If your video is over a minute long, you start earning money from it. So like, it's all just bait. So it's just best not to listen. But yeah, people on the internet out of control. People are silly. Some stuff is, of course, just and. Very, very justifiable, and be like, that's not okay. But I don't really pay much attention at all anymore. It's like comment sections and stuff. Like I was so done with it. The thing I feel like that really was the kicker is like, so I do like something so innocent, so small, like, with no bad intentions, and I just get like people being silly about it, and I just think like, oh, there's no point in even reading the comments on some of this stuff. People are just being foolish. I do think it has been getting worse over the past year, and I think it's just going to continuously get worse, which is another reason why I much prefer to I think there is such a thing as a toxic positivity. My personal opinion, sorry, I'm not ignoring you all, I'm going to go back and read it. My personal opinion is that toxic positivity is when someone's like, hey, my close relative just died, and you're like, think of the positive side. That's not no, it's definitely okay to be like, that sucks, that's really horrible, that's not good. But being positive is more like, you see something that you're like, I don't really like that. Whatever. Scroll away. Mark it as not interested on your social media. Move past it. It's fine. You know, someone's like, you know, you can see. I just think people are a bit silly. Everyone wants to like moan about, oh no. Something stupid example. Oh, you know, they think Dragon Age is going to be the worst thing in the world. Well, maybe they're because they're doing something different. Maybe it's a good thing they're going to try something new, something different. It might not land. It might not be a game that a lot of people like, but unless people try something different, nothing's going to change. You'll just get the same game over and over again. So maybe we should look at it from that point of view, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see. You know what I mean? I feel like we could be a bit more positive about a lot of stuff. But I also think that regarding a lot of stuff, a lot of people's mental health is in the bin at the moment. But I still think that some people could be like, I think some people kind of like, especially online, it's just, but media doesn't help either. When we see things in the media, it's like, everything's always negative. But yeah, so I appreciate it's hard to be like a bit more upbeat about stuff, but yeah, I just have to ignore some things. When I worked at Universal Studios, a child running terrified of Frankenstein, I to Frankenstein and shook my finger at him and said, Frankenstein, are you scaring our young guest again? And looked down towards the ground, shook his head no. I there till they get, he's really a big softie. I hugged Frankenstein, the kid ran up. Oh, that's so cute, Devoured. That's so sweet. That was happening yesterday with another streamer that you watch, but people clipping things out of context. Being negative on social media sadly seems to get most. It absolutely does, Nick. And then getting attention on social media also gains revenue. And the fake forced outrage is insane. Why that controls the point is just click on both in sexism and racism. A lot of people being silly about a lot of stuff. People calling things out. People seeing things through that are like not even there. It's just silly. I remember one time what happened. This was a long time ago, this was years ago. I went live on TikTok. I was wondering if I don't like TikTok live, but whatever. I went live on TikTok, and just for context of how people will take things so far. I was just doing a makeup look, I like to do on Twitch. And somebody came in and was like, and they genuinely said this, they were like, can you please do a makeup look for my sister who has cancer? And I was like, no, sorry, like, I don't feel comfortable doing something like that. Like, oh, like, no, like, I'm not gonna, you know, do something like that. I'm not gonna do that. And then for the next like half an hour, I had all these comments like, wow, can't believe how insensitive she is. La, 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 la. And then your phone played music randomly. Yes, it's so annoying. It's weird. And then after a while, I got so annoyed that I was like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't know your sister personally, and it's gonna seem like it's performative. I don't know. I don't know anything about them, and I don't want to come across as doing something that is performative. And then that's all we needed. You had to explain. We needed you to, and I was just like, exactly, the person could have been lying. I've had that before. It's one of the reasons why I got really frustrated with the birthday thing. I used to sing happy birthday to people on Twitch when it was their birthday, and the reason why I kind of stopped doing it in the end was because people used to come in and tell me it was their birthday, and then afterwards be like, haha, it's not really. And then I used to be like, and then in the end I was just like, I don't believe some of you lot. I don't believe you. Yeah, I know, right? I was just so silly. I just got annoyed in the end, and I was just like, okay, cool. It is looking into suing, saying okay, most of the people posting out of stuff use a stake watermark, and she lost so many deals because company believes everything they hear. That's so annoying. That's so frustrating. Sorry, that was confusing. No, you're totally fine. But yeah, it's just sometimes people on the internet. The bottom line that I've just been using to get myself through, harassing until you explain yourself. Yeah, for things that like aren't even. And then I mean, also we have to be realistic about a lot of this. You don't know people on the other side of the internet enough. You don't know a celebrity. I've seen so many people criticizing Ariana Grande and Cynthia Vero because they get really emotional in their interviews about Wicked. Mate, it's a really emotional film. It's an emotional film. They put their all into it. They're really proud of it. Maybe they do get emotional about a lot of it. In some interviews, Cynthia's been speaking about like, you know, putting the emotion of like being outcast and secluded. She's a black woman, of course, like she would have gone through some really awful stuff, and about how like that was included. So she's crying in some of these things because she feels that emotion, and it's a hard thing to go through. And now to see she's literally at the top. She's literally like the #1 single in the UK, I think, at the moment. Is Defying Gravity, and everyone wants to see this film, and people are criticizing it, and it's people are criticizing the fact that they get really emotional, but they're like best friends. And I just feel like I look at it and I'm like, you haven't had a friend close enough that you can like hold hands with them and be like, yay. And you know, Ariana Grande's been through a lot. I'm not saying I know her very well because I don't never even met this lady, but she's been through a lot. And then so Cynthia mentioned that like when she starts to get a bit overwhelmed with emotion, she needs physical touch. We learn more about love languages and stuff every day. And so she puts her hand out and Cynthia holds her hand through interviews because she understands that's what she needs. Might I remind you some of the horrible stuff Ariana Grande went through, such as her concert. And then it helps calm her down. Maybe she's got PTSD. We don't know. You haven't got a clue. No one knows what she's been through. But everyone wants to criticize, and it's just so mean. Like, people on the internet are just mean. They're mean because they think it's funny. It's not funny. It's mean. Yeah. I like, you know, like, no matter what people think of her, like, you know, you can't deny she did her best. But everyone wants to criticize as if they're the #1 A-lister actress or whatever. Help with anxiety. People try to spin it into sexual harassment. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Like he freaks out and he did that thing where he like linked with somebody's arm, didn't he? Like, oh, he's just silly. People are just like out of control. People are out of control. Bottom line. Silly. Whatever. They're out of control. They think they know people when they don't. You don't know anyone. You don't know these people. You don't know them. We shouldn't pass judgment like that. Just ignore them. It's not hard. He was coming. It was just kind of. He just kind of tapped whoever was next to him, and then they grabbed his hand. That's so cute. But like, so yeah, this stuff's normal. But if I don't judge them, I will. Right, let me have a look at this. What's this song? Rap bitches. Better check in. Lyrics. Oh yeah, that was another one. That I saw recently. I did the Stormzy Chase and Status song, and I specifically chose just so you can see how ridiculous people are. Right, Backbone, that song. Stormzy with Chase and Status. I can't even say it. Stormzy, Chase and Status. Where's the lyrics? Right. I did these lyrics. Uh-oh, who's on what? Don't tell my brothers because we'll spin the whole block. What we buying? Everything you got. Tell them little pussies that will take the whole lot. You ain't got no backbone. That's what I did. And then my comments. Oh wow, so we're allowed to say the N-word now. Huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, later on in his song, he says it. I didn't say it. I specifically chose a lyric that I thought was so stupid. As I mentioned, out of context, people are out of control, like... No! Mel, you need to look at it's on me. So as you can see why as of the last like 3 or 4 months, I'm so done with people in comment sections on the social media that I'm like, no. Oh. I'm like, just no. I'm like, no. 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 So as you can see why I'm giving up on people. Social media brain rot is real. It is real. It is real. Let's see. Where's the part? Where's the part with Nicki Minaj? What does she say? There it is. Okay. Right, okay, let's see. What shall we do? We could do... That bitch still better check in with the queen. Could do this one. Okay. Nope. Nope. Keep doing is I keep picking rap. Why do I keep picking rap? Rap! Why do I do that? Anyway, whatever. Okay, good. I'm fine now. Anyway. Get a nice little front breeder instead of a pound. Yeah, but also, you know, like you'd get comments from people if you didn't rescue. Like it's just you make your own choices, and also sometimes people make the choices that they do, but not because like I'm not saying that it was bad, right? Because then. Maybe there's like a certain reason. Maybe sometimes you just didn't know, and that's okay. Sometimes people don't know things. And then they learn and they grow and they don't do it again. That's fine too. People don't realise that we looked at rescues for a long time, we couldn't find the one that worked for us. Exactly. Do you know what? Another thing, Hulk, that's another thing that I was finding when I obviously didn't get one, but I was looking for a long time. To rescue a dog because I really wanted to rescue one, and everyone was like, anyway, whatever. So I was looking to rescue one, to then find out that because I've never had a dog, I'm not actually allowed. Unless I get like a really old one that is kind of like not gonna last very long. And then I was like, well, okay, so then I kind of need to get, you know, a dog and raise it, because I need to raise it from a puppy, apparently. Otherwise they were going to pick for me, and I was like, I don't want you to pick for me. 10 dogs knockout. That's funny. And so they should, Kat, they should. I agree with you. But then people would like give, you know, make comments about that and stuff as well. People make, honestly, the biggest thing for me was, as an example, everyone's got a problem with everything. And it's been like this for a long time. But also, as an example, everyone had a problem with me, well, not like friends, but people who I used to be acquainted with. And I'm no longer, used to have an issue with me doing body paints and stuff because they said it was a waste of time until I started earning money from it. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, wow. Look what you do, it's crazy. Like, people are just silly. That's why I shouldn't, literally why don't bother listening to them. Don't bother. Stupid. But I have people who just want to be too respectful. They know I'm trans, and every time they ask me how I'm doing and have I changed my pronouns yet, and I've made it clear that there's no plans to change, and I've never had a rough time. Like, stop being so respectful. I guess it's like sometimes I suppose Mad Jackpot, some people want it to be like, I'm not saying this is what you're going through. I feel like some people want to almost do it to a point where it feels a little bit performative, which is why I feel like I get a bit worried about like teetering that line, because I don't want to be like bringing it up all the time. But also, I think people forget you can just treat people like normal human beings and everything's fine. Are you speedrunning paints now? Yes. People just pretend. They do. Hi, RBC! Yeah, some people just, I don't know. I think as well, some people are just like, generally just miserable. They have to take it out on something. For a while, people took it out on, but yeah, it's just silly. Like, people take it out on me. Like, people are like, oh, this is an awful thing. I didn't want to see this today. Oh, this is so cringe. Don't watch it then. Okay. No, I'm not bothered. We got from a Rasputin movie who we actually co-own the dogs with the breeder. Like, that's the thing, but you know, things like this can also occur. But oh my gosh, ew. But they wouldn't get that far because they have already they've already come to the conclusion in their minds. Just silly. People are really silly. People are really silly and like to make their own things. Because ultimately, in my opinion, people want to feel like they're better. And I think it kind of comes down to like this form of elitism, even when it comes down to the silliest things. And you can usually tell because usually people are like, do you not know? You know, that kind of comment. Do you not even know? Oh my god, I'm definitely not the best. That is actually gonna be funny. Well, I left Facebook. Yeah, I deleted Facebook so I couldn't stand it. Boring. Boring on there. People are annoying. Didn't like it. Yeah, a lot of the time people just want to... As well, sometimes people just want to show off how much they know. And it's like... Leave me alone. Oh my god. Imagine I'm here. I'm here like... thousands and thousands of paints later. I'd be a lot further along than I currently am, I think. People on there probably think I'm dead. Yeah, probably. My Comic-Con buying group, I never go on. Yeah, exactly. Like, you've got like a specific reason to go. I deleted mine. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I deleted mine especially because I got really annoyed. I completely deactivated it, which to me meant that surely my page would have disappeared. So I deactivated it, and then when I reactivated it to find something, I was looking for a photo, I think. I had all these unread messages from people that have been messaging me for like the past like 4 years that I wasn't on Facebook, and I was like, it was deactivated. Why? How come they've been able to message me? To then find out that I don't think that it was fully deactivated the entire time. So I just downloaded all of my stuff, which I think I then lost. I don't know. And I just deleted the whole thing. I was like, I don't like this. Your title still says Skull. Why? I changed that because I copied and pasted it. From. Anyway, whatever. It's a I've just double checked it. Maybe it's just broken. So I was just like, that's scary, so I just deleted it. Got rid of it. Meow, hi, Drew. Last comment I made on Facebook 3 or 4 years ago, my friend on the other side. Now I forgot the details too. It's probably been hacked by now. You're like, it's gone. Oh, yeah, lovely! Wonderful, Zara. Love that for you. Smurfette today, that's me. Right, then before I forget, because I will. I hate painting the ears. Just feels gross. Oh my god, really? That's crazy. Have you been playing Marvel Rivals? I have like I have the Marvel Encyclopedia, character encyclopedia. I like the character encyclopedia more than the other one because I'm not really interested in the other bits. But I have the character one because it obviously helps me make some decisions. I know I'm gonna paint. Is this the same as this one? I don't think so. The blue Mel group. Okay, but the blue man group. This is not me trying to be rude. I just feel like because their makeup looks a bit more like grease paint. They always look really oily. They look a bit. They look like it's never dried. And I find that scary. I don't like it. I don't like looking at them. But the design for the game, do you know what? I think that I'm not really too into it, but I was like looking, I quite liked Luna Snow. I've painted Luna Snow once, and I quite like Luna Snow's outfit in this one. I was like, Yeah, they do. I don't have a problem with the word moist. I know a lot of other people do. It doesn't really bother me at all. But they do look like forever greasy. Don't they? They look strange. They look like they want to be ready to escape someone grabbing them. They do. Yeah, there's something about them that just look, they look quite greasy to me, and I'm not into it. I got to be honest with you. It makes me feel a bit like, ooh. Do you think it's great? I think they use like a grease paint or something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it hasn't been set though. That's why I have never, I don't really pay much attention to them because every time I've seen a photo, I just kind of think like, ooh. Punish it! So negative. They probably see your music skills and they judge them for real. Look at me being a hypocrite. But it's at the top of the screen for me now instead of it. What the hell is at the top? That's weird. Okay, my left eye is watering, and I'm like trying to air it out. I was there. I was there. I'm gonna click on another stream and see if it. Have I muted it? This one. I'm gonna click on another stream and see. No, mine's on the bottom for another one, but I feel like mine's always the last to update and stuff. If that's a thing, it kind of would maybe make sense if the title was at the top. I guess really. I'm drying. Like a butter top goat. Ugh. Luna Snow seems like she does seem like a really cool character. I really like her. She reminds me of like how they've done KDA in Riot. Custom cobalt blue grease paint that doesn't dry and stays wet throughout the performance, so it isn't wet. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't. No, you're totally fine, Mad Jackpot. Sometimes I do the same thing. Can't get by that. I think that would feel awful. I don't like it. I don't like that. Not setting them. Always, yeah, that'd be so gross. Oh my god. Right, what did I do on the last one? Because I've got no memory. That would feel weird. It would feel really weird. Yeah, I feel like you would always want to like, because if you like touched it, it would wipe off. And you get like all over your hands and stuff. They're probably just really good at like not, I don't know. What are we doing, Mel? Okay, to this side. Okay, and then the lyric is, I'm the alpha. Okay. Oh my god. It's gonna have to be sped up, I think. I can't do it that quick. There's no way. It's not possible. I don't know how to do that. Take 6. Honestly, I've done so. I don't know how. Anyway, whatever. It's done. It's Ghost's problem now. What song is that? It is Plain Jane, the remix. Rap bitches better check in with the queen. I'm the alpha, the omega, everything in between. And then it's like, me. Right, okay. Oh, I already got the brushes out. Cool. Can't do it that quick. Slow the song down and speed it up in post. I might try that in the future. I'm not sure. Jennifer, no worries. Oh, yes, jackpot. Now you're on to something. This brush isn't big enough. It's not big enough for the speed I need. Did you? That's cool. Where did I put my handheld mirror? There it is. Oh, right, let's see. There's a blue spot on your body. Where? Oh, thank you for the posture check. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but my back clicked. It's such an outstanding contouring colour. Usually, actually, blues and greens are easier to paint with because they've generally got more hue. Like, they've got more, like, versions of blue, whereas, like, when it comes to, like, yellow, they're a bit more difficult to, like, shade and play with because you don't have as much tonal variety with that as you would blues and greens, even like yellows and such. So typically people, like I have in the past, been like, oh, I really like painting myself green for some reason. I don't know why. Actually, it's because it's generally easier to figure out than like painting yourself red. Yes, they have, Kings. Of course they have. Just colour it. Just literally colour. Like, think about how many versions of blue you can get versus how many versions of yellow. Just generally. Like, as soon as you start going, adding more like blue to yellow, it just goes green. Thanks so much, Fussy. Thank you. Adding in like shading and highlighting is my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world. So I really appreciate it. Exactly. Don't turn off the lights. There's a, oh, I think there used to be a TikTok sound about that, about like this doll or something creepy. It usually gets used every Halloween. It's like, don't be silly. Don't turn off the lights. It's such a creepy sound. Mrs. Manhattan. No, but I've done Manhattan before, Dr. Manhattan. No, this time I'm doing like a crossover, like a mashup between The Bride of Frankenstein and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Sally's design. Do you know what? I couldn't believe how much I never realised that she's a ragdoll until somebody pointed it out to me last year. And it was so obvious. I don't know how I never even like made that connection. I was just like, Sally has stitches. Sally can put herself back together again. And that's just Sally. That's so silly. All the stitching, exactly. I want all of the stitching today. Hi, Zeus. I'm good, thank you. Desperately trying to get this done, get everything that I want to get done today. No, Zane, so she's actually a ragdoll. She's kind of created by some Dr. Finkelberg or something. But yeah, so she, I guess kind of an amalgamation of both, but ultimately she's a ragdoll that's been brought to life by a doctor like Frankenstein. So it's like a similar idea. But she has her own dreams and her own ambitions, and she's so cute. So in the story, Zane, she's really good at sewing. I don't know why. She's always sewing herself back together. Anyway, so she's really great at sewing, and she has a crush on Jack, and we're a little bit unsure, but Zach. Bloody hell! Jack also has a bit of a crush on Sally too. And he asks her to make his Sandy Claus outfit because they don't seem to think it's Santa. They say Sandy Claus. And she has a premonition that everything's gonna hit the fan. And she tries to tell him, and Jack don't listen to her. He's like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And she's like, no. And he's like, don't worry. You're great. And then in the end, they get together. Zach Jelinka. That's all right. What did I think of Arcane? I thought Arcane was good. I'm going to say I was right. At the beginning of this year when I was like, Arcane is too successful, that they will do more shows. It's just, they're just going to focus on maybe the other 1,000 characters that are in League of Legends, when they were like, this is going to be the final season, and then everyone on the internet started crying. And I was like, chill out, it's too successful for it to be the end. And now it's been revealed that that is exactly what they're doing, and I was kind of like, everyone just needs to just chill. I really liked it. I thought it was good. Will I become a League of Legends player? No. I'm still a little that's not for me. No, sorry, Zane. Sorry to correct you. Sandy Claus. You enter a chimney, eat your cookies, and throw sand in your eyes to make you fall asleep. Get out of here. Yeah, the show is really good, which honestly, I'm really happy with that, because there was a lot about League of Legends that I liked. I love the art. I love the, how far they go with their character designs. Honestly, everything about it, apart from the type of game that it was, I was like, I'm into it. I love the whole thing. I think it's cool. So the fact that Arcane is a thing is really great. I thought it was really wonderful. I personally, and this is on me, felt like at some points the story got a little... That's very kind of you. Thank you so much, Sylvia. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. I felt like at some points the story got a little confusing. But that's mostly me. Like, I wasn't really 100% sure what was kind of going on with Mel at one point. I think I figured it out now, but I'm not going to talk about the spoilers. But yeah, it was good. I liked it. That was good. That was great. Because of all the players. Yeah, it's not really for me. But 100% looks cool. I like my version better. I like your version. I actually like your version better. Oh gosh, I feel like I missed out so much information, Zane. I guess let me try and do a brief rundown of The Nightmare Before Christmas for you guys, so you can roughly get an idea of what happens in this film if you've never seen it. So we begin, and we're in Halloween world, okay? Literally a world revolving around Halloween, and they're all celebrating the fact that Halloween just ended and it was great. And then Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween, did a great job of scaring people and, you know, leaving them absolutely traumatized for life. And they're all like, oh my god, this is great. And then we find out, and then they're all celebrating, and then Jack wanders away, and you find out he's actually a bit tired. He's a bit tired, a bit bored of his job. He's like, oh, it's just not fulfilling anymore. Like, I've been doing this for like a millennia, and I'm like, I'm kind of over it. And then he sings a song about how he's so great because he's the Pumpkin King, and like, you know, he has that title, but also, God, like, he's just a bit tiring now, like a bit fed up, bit tired, you know? The best world. I agree with you. And he's like, God, like, you know, there's got to be something else out there that's going to be good enough or whatever. And he goes on a walk, and he goes wandering off, and then he comes across this like this tree trunk thing that has all the different holidays on it. So it's got Easter. I think it's a Hanukkah on there as well. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Easter, and then he looks at Christmas, and he opens the door and he falls in, and he falls into Christmas land. And at the same time, meanwhile, the mayor of Halloween Town is like banging on Jack's door. He's like, Jack, answer me! We've only got 365 days until next Halloween, and I have the plans. We need to start planning now. So he's stressing out. He's completely lost it. Right, Jack's been gone for all of about 12 minutes at this point. And then people are like, oh, I haven't seen him for 12 minutes. And then everyone's like, oh my God, this is Jesus Christ, what's going on? Anyway, Jack's having the time of his life in Christmas Town. He's like, oh my God, everyone here is really nice and no one's trying to kill each other. Can I do all the voices? I definitely can't. And he's like, wow, everyone's nice here. He was like, wow, they're all like kissing and they're all like having a great time. Like, what's all these lights? This snow. What the hell is snow? Like, what's that? What's this? What's this? What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh my God, what's this? What's that? Oh my God, who's that? Who's this? What's that? Oh my God. And then he comes back and he nicks a bunch of it. And he comes back and he's like, everyone, my God, look what I found. And he shows them all this stuff and is like, this is a thing called a present. And they're like, oh my God, does it have a deceased head in it? And he's like, no, that's not the point. No. And they're like, oh my God, like imagine if it has snakes in it and it bites whoever. And they're like, no. He's like, no. And like the people of Halloween Town, like they don't get it, but like he's like, okay, we're gonna do Christmas as well. And they're all like, okay, great, okay, cool, that sounds fun. Whatever Jack says. Jack is GG's. So they're all like, whatever Jack says, we'll do it. He's the king. Anyway, cool. So then he's like, they don't get it, but they're all excited about it, so whatever. Anyway, and then he starts to get to work to get ready for Christmas. And he's like, by getting ready for Christmas, I mean, like, he's trying to get people to, like, you make presents, you make bows, you do this, you do that. So he tries to, like, make them have a Christmas. And you kind of get the idea that they're going to have their own Christmas. Anyway, as time develops, you find out, no, he's going to do Christmas. So you're a bit like, whoa. So he's just kind of like taking over the holiday of Christmas because he thinks like, I can do this. Don't worry about it. Santa can have a day off. Anyway, and then he hires these like three, honestly brats, who are really kind of a bit scary. They're basically trick-or-treaters, but they're really nasty, who only do the tricks. And they go off they walk away in a walking bathtub, and they're like, oh my God, we've got so he gives them a special, bear in mind, Jack's actually really nice. He gives them a special task, and then you find out as they're walking away that their task is to kidnap Santa. And so And he's like, and leave Oogie Boogie out of it or else. And so then he pulls his faces and they all get like, ah, and they scream when they run away. And then they go to kidnap Santa. They accidentally kidnap the Easter Bunny. And he's like, wrong door, go to the other one. Don't know how, we must have had a look at that one as well. I'm not sure. Anyway, so then they're like, oh, sorry. Anyway, so they come back with him in like a wheelbarrow or something. And they're like, oh yeah, look after Santa. And he steals Santa's hat and he's like, yeah, nice one, thank you. He's like, don't worry about it, I'm gonna look after this. And Santa's like, what the hell is going on? He's talking to a skeleton. And then the kids take Santa Claus to Oogie Boogie, and Oogie Boogie is basically a sack of worms that can sing. And so Oogie Boogie, he also likes gambling. Anyway, so then Oogie Boogie gets Santa and he starts like playing around with him. He's got him on this like giant snake eye roulette wheel because he wants to eat him and kill him. And he's like, oh wow, he's like, so you're the ones everyone talking about. And then like he's like singing this song. He's like, you're joking, I can't believe. And he's like, this is ridiculous, like Santa's not even scary. He's like, ha. Like he's basically laughing at him the whole time, and he's like, Jesus Christ, like what this is what everyone's talking about. And Santa's like, it's Christmas Eve, like I don't have time for this. And then Jack goes off and he Jack goes off and he takes the reindeers and stuff because the scientist that built Sally, he asked him to make some reindeers, and he basically like Frankenstein some reindeers to life, some skeletons, and then he brings those to life, and then he's like, oh my god, this is great. So he goes off and he tries to like do Christmas for the entire planet, having never done it before, telling Santa he can have the day off, and he goes around because he doesn't understand, because of like what he's gone through and his whole life. He starts like putting like snakes and stuff under people's trees, and he's like, you're welcome. And there's all these people of reports calling this one policeman who works at the station being like, what's going on? Then people are like crying. And in the end, like the military shoot down Jack, and then everyone thinks he's dead. I'm not sure why, because technically he's already dead. I'm not sure how he can die twice. And then anyway, whatever. They think he's become like ancient powder. Anyway, he's just like laying on this really beautiful statue, and he's like, oh, I've ruined everything. Also, Sally earlier had a premonition this was going to happen and tried to tell him, and he didn't listen to her. He's like, oh god, this is awful. Like, what am I doing? And then at the end, he's like, actually, you know what? I had a great time. Doesn't matter. He's like, I had a great time. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Actually, I've got some really good ideas for next Halloween. I'm going to have the best time ever. Whatever. Cool. And then he's like, oh my god, like I forgot about Santa. Maybe we can still save Christmas. So then he goes back and then he finds out that Santa has been kidnapped by Oogie Boogie, and this is like really bad news. But then he's also found out that Sally's tried to like rescue Santa, and then he's like, ha! Jack's dead! What are you gonna do now, mate? Anyway, and then Jack comes down to save him, and Oogie Boogie's all freaking out, and he's like, oh crap, like the Pumpkin King's here. And then they're fighting, and Jack, when he's running around, he looks like a spider, so it's a little creepy. Anyway, and then he's like trying to save, and he saves Sally, and then he saves Santa, and Santa's really mardy about this whole situation. He's like, I can't believe you've done this to me. Anyway, and he's like, yeah, sorry, I probably shouldn't have done that. And anyway, Santa goes off and he goes and saves Christmas and he fixes it all. Thank God, because it's also his job. Anyway, and then Jack and Sally get together, and then later on they have like, you see, I think it's in the end credits that like it's been years and years and years later, they have like skeleton babies or whatever it is, and they're like, oh yeah, remember that one time like we did Christmas? And he was like, yeah, I had a great time though. Jack is a spider. No. He runs and he looks like a spider. What film is Mel talking about? The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what happens in The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Easter Bunny, Santa, super easy to confuse. She didn't fuck up? No, I didn't. Did you? So that's what happens in the film, if you haven't seen it. It's a good film. Now I don't have to watch the movie. There you go. It's fun to see the details that Mel finds relevant to tell. Like the walking past. That's important. Oh my god, Mel grew her hair back. Yeah, I did. I know. Very fast. Okay, no. This is the perfect run. That's what happens in The Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never someone that's made cosplay for since my go-to German one got cancelled. Ah! Oh no! I'm here for you. I feel as though I've seen the film. You're welcome. I haven't done film rundowns in a long time. Gosh. Totally not confusing. Wow, can we now have the in-depth review of the film? Oh, it's great. The songs are great. The character designs are great. That's like it for my review. It's definitely great. It's also, you know, it's a Christmas film because but like, you know, you can really watch it throughout from Halloween to Christmas. It's the period of Halloween's just finished. Let's move on to Christmas. But while we move on to Christmas, we're in Halloween Town. So it's like Halloween people trying to do Christmas and failing successfully. Did you know what, Billy? Same. It helps me survive the winter holidays. I feel that. No! We're meant to have red eyebrows. Bloody hell. That was a close call. I sense there's something in the wind. She sings like that. It's great. Anyway, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a great film and I highly recommend watching it. If you liked my rundown, you can compare it against what actually happens. Always remind me of some of my classmates in uni that were convinced that a summary had to be several pages instead of a maximum paragraph. No, do you know what do you know what I think of? Is the guy at the end of Ant-Man. You know who I mean? Yeah, the first film! Gosh, I'm in every right mind to just rip those hairs out. Maybe I will. Hi Flakes, how are you? I want him to summarize the whole MCU. Oh, that would be so good. Imagine if like at the end of every phase, that guy summarized what happened. And then, like, for people who didn't watch certain things, then they could watch his recap. These eyebrow hairs are messing with my makeup look. So they gotta go. Olaf summaries. What did Olaf summarize? Crap, bitches better check in with the queen. Did I lose my eyeliner pencil? Everything that happened to Anna, but Disney did shorts of him summarizing other Disney films. Ha! Then yeah, then you're absolutely right. So it's not too out there. There won't be an earthquake at any given moment. You're absolutely right. Well, my phone's like, don't forget to stream today. I just had my eyeliner pen and I don't know where I've put it. I put it back in here. That's crazy. Where did I put it? Oh, I don't know. I'll use that one. I lost your favourite character. Yeah, something like that, Billy. Yes, it is a reverse mermaid. Yes. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I've forgotten. Somebody came into my stream a few weeks ago, and I think their intention was meant to like scare me with this like really ugly looking, really ugly looking like emote picture of like a reverse mermaid in this exact color, and I was like, no way! And then I ran around the corner and got this pin. And like matched it, so I was like, oh, I'll just leave that on there for now. So I left it. You know what's crazy is I had like 900 red lipsticks and I seem to have lost all of them. Went off to pick up passengers. Oh, you're so right. That's probably what happened. Unless you forced us to watch a bit. Oh my god, that for real, that really wind me up. A shark one? Oh my god, a shark and a crab. I'm obsessed with the idea of a crab. Right, chat, I need to pee. Be right back. Everyone, TNP. It's coffin season. Oh my god. Hey! Matt Depot! We are the same one. This is the same. This is the same. From Calico? I bought it from TwitchCon. I wonder. Do they stream? Video games, anime, and cats? Ha! They were an artist alley. They have a Twitch. Damn, looks like they don't stream anymore. Damn. Damn. We should do the next part of the filming. What are the lyrics? I'm the alpha. The omega. Wait. Let's do the next part. God! I don't know. I'm confused. This is like when I'm doing it, I can't even figure it out. So I wonder if I just say like the omega. So okay, and then I'll do the other one as well, just in case. Ah! I think that's... Okay. Next. Next. Okay, so stitches. So let's have a look at. Sally Stitches is kind of like a creepy smile. Right, let's have a look at the idea of the Bride of Frankenstein. A lot of people are saying this is the Bride of Frankenstein, but then the official photos, her stitches aren't seemingly where I thought they were. They're just like down here. But I suppose a lot of people do associate the stitches being that way, which by this point there would be nothing wrong with. Now it's more of an association, and that would be okay. Inspired by. It's interesting because all of these photos are taken from a side view and not from straight on. And I think personally the reason why is Sally Stitches. Yeah. Oh, I don't know anyone from World of Warcraft like that. Which suggests to me that those people who have done the front-facing version of this, hi Majin, have realized that it does not translate well facing forwards because everything's on the sides. So let's see. What? Because everyone has to turn their heads. So I might just do whatever I want. Everything is blue today. His eye's watering, you can see, look. I have a question. When you play WoW Classic in particular, did they have to like bring back the original game? Like, could you not play the original one, or is it a special expansion or something? Because I always see people specifically say WoW Classic. So why? From someone who doesn't play. Away from when it used to be started, right? It's a version of the original game. It's a separate server. Oh, right. Okay, got you. Like an updated version of the original. No, they can make it classic. Oh, because of the expansions. Okay, interesting. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Free, like forever free. What do I want to use? This one. Oh, right, got you. Okay, maybe wait in line. But even the classic WoW, as Blizzard offered it, it's not truly classic WoW. They still implemented some updates. What kind of updates were they? Is it just to help the game running? Or do they class it as like expansions, which they've deemed to be very, very important? Oh, wow. Oh, so I guess it's kind of like accessibility in a way. Like to help those who can't always remember what's going on. You had to read? I guess, not saying it's exactly the same. I guess similar idea to like how they've taken away the save crystals from the in the remaster for Tomb Raider. And like now you can just save whenever. Like in the past you could only save in certain spots or something, you know what I mean? It looked like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I remember playing World of Warcraft when I was like 15, I think. I tried it and I got to the level, I think, is it 17 or 16 from where you had to start paying, and I was like, no. I couldn't, my laptop was not good enough for it, to be honest with you. But I also didn't really ever, I just kind of did it and I was like, I'll get to level 16 and see how I feel by then. And I was never really too bothered, so I was like, eh. Yeah, I built a night elf, I think, and I started in this like tree. Yep, got you, Gamely, got you. Anyway, but it's also what Never Drew was in new classic WoW. I remember playing OG WoW, and since I knew some areas and spawn mechanics well, I always knew to find some calm spots to farm for quests. These, okay, got you, okay. Oh, really, Zulky? So annoying. There was a time when Audible had this advert, and it was such an annoying advert to me because I'd seen it so many times. I'm trying to remember what happened in it. I tried to root it out of my memory, to be honest with you. But it was like, it was meant to look like some like 1960s advert. And I remember there being this plane, and in the end, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I was like, I hate this advert so much. Yeah, the night elf places where it was really pretty. I did like it. But like, ultimately, I also knew that this game just wasn't really for me. But I tried to give it a good go. You really enjoy? Oh my god, I've seen so many people really love that. Oh, Niveus, I couldn't decide between the hunter and the night elf because of the dog. I wanted like a wolf or something, and then in the end I decided to go with a night elf because I wanted to not be human. Which game? World of Warcraft. Epic, thank you so much. Thank you for 45 months. That truly is epic. I just go with the prettiest race. Sometimes that's the humans and sometimes it's not. Yeah, honestly, like the aesthetics of the game are like really, really big deal though now, aren't they? They're like, ooh. When? Oh, good question, Mad Jetbot. Good question. Tomb Raided, get out of here. You know, I can't believe I lost that eyeliner pen I was using earlier. I don't even understand this. Like, how do I lose these things so fast? What's that? Hi Rooster, how are you? 7 paints today. Only 2? I did that to both sides. I'm gonna get a snack. I can't stop thinking about snacks, so 1 sec. Ugh. I cut up a pepper and I got some hummus. We got some discounted like snack-sized peppers. And so all I did over the past like 2 days was eat peppers with hummus. And it was great. I haven't tried the chocolate rice cakes. I used to eat rice cakes like no business. Like, I used to eat so many. Oh, do you know what? I feel like a lot of apples are really let down as well. For real, Zookeeper. What's a honey crisp? The Fiji apples are good. Really? You've got access to good apples. The apples that I think we have here are a bit let down. If you guys want to do something, I think apple nachos sounds like something you guys might like. If you Google apple nacho recipes, they're really good. Oh, Zulki, that sounds great. Mmm. Good snack. Good soup. Oh, why does it have to be so cold? We have a motion light outside. And it's so depressing. When it gets like, it's like attached to the stairs, and when it's dark, it has a sensor so it knows when it's dark enough, aka the evening, then it will start to turn on when like you walk near it to try and like get a bit of light in. At no point today did it deem it to be not dark enough. Sorry, it was basically on the whole day because it was that dark. It was like, no, there's no sunlight whatsoever. Why is it so cold? Maybe I shouldn't have eaten something cold. But we're so close to finishing this. We're so close. They sleep through all this. They sleep a bit more, but did you know that when they hibernate, they're not actually asleep for like 6 months? They just kind of like hide away somewhere cozier. And that's why they hoard loads of food, because they don't eat while they're sleeping. When I found that out, I was like, what? And the microwave first. I don't have a microwave. Also, ew. Oh, no, Gamely, it was like, you know, like the highest, like lowest, I'm not sure which one I'm talking about here. The sensitivity of like, don't turn on until it's really dark. That's like the I don't know, I'm sorry, my words don't come out properly now. I've got paint head. Yeah, it's set to be the sensitivity of like, please do not turn on until like, you know, at the maximum. And it still was like, no, Okay, interestingly, so you guys can see the effect. This is the exact same effect that happens when I sweat. But so it's the same, but you can see it. Because I'm cold and I have goosebumps and I'm painting, this is what it looks like close up. Can you see all of these tiny, tiny, tiny bumps in the skin? That's because the brush is catching it, because obviously they're raised. And so when I sweat, this is exactly the same thing that happens. Like, it kind of like, ooh, and then it'll dry back down again. Free texture, exactly. From a distance, you can't really see it, so I'm not too bothered. But that's, when you guys have asked me, like, what happens when you sweat, you get, I personally get these, like, tiny texture bobs. I need a fleece line paint. My dressing gown is downstairs. That's what I usually use as like a blanket, but I've put it like to be needing to be washed. For that nice sweat texture. Ugh. I cannot think, honestly, I just think it looks so uncomfortable to me. I'm like, ugh. I kind of want to turn my heater on, but I'm also a little scared I'm going to blow the fuse again. Maybe I should turn some lights off. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me turn some lights off. One sec. Yeah, it's just... Right, and then where did I put the heater? Over there. Oh my god, I'm so cold. Okay, let's turn this on. Let's hope that there's no power cut this time. Cock me! Let me just heat up on this first. Ah! Hey, John. Whoa, break. Hi. I'm cold, so I'm just heating myself up a bit. What can I do in the meantime? What is the temperature there? Mark, that's the thing. I think it's lying. It says it's 21 degrees, but I've got goosebumps. It can't be real. It can't be. It has to be lying. There's no way. There's no way I'm so cold. Seven! That's high, isn't it? 7. I think it's like -9. There's no way, because it's so cold. There's no way, it's not legal to be this cold. It's it's illegal. Why is it so cold? I'm warming up a bit more now. My Instagram is down. Look at that. Is Instagram down for other people? Hey Zonta, how are you? Based on wind chill. Oh my god. Yeah, no. That's exactly what it is, Smashing. It's the feels like. You know when the weather's like, okay, so it's gonna be 10 degrees, but it's gonna feel like -90. And you're like, ooh. That's the thing. That's how it feels now. In my room it's apparently 21, but no, it feels like -30. I'm so cold. Oh, it really is a Nightmare Before Christmas. You're right. Okay, I'm warming up now. Let me go back to trying to shade this. Hey, smashing. Oh, chat. Well, it's been so lovely seeing all of your like recaps and stuff. But regardless if I'm in your recap or not, like, thanks so much for just spending time here while I just paint myself. It's really lovely. It's really nice to have the company. So thank you. feel very appreciated as a streamer. "35 days off work. Oh my god, smashing. That's awesome. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay? Are you gonna do like a staycation, stay at home? Are you gonna go somewhere? What are your plans? Oh, they're working! Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, Zero. Oh, Zero, I was wondering earlier. I was like, did I miss Zero saying goodbye? Maybe Zero's doing a big old lurky lurk. They live! Thank you very much. Thank you. How's your mum doing now, Zero? Hope she's alright. I got really tired. I don't blame you. GG's on the big steps that you took today, though. Trying something new. You don't know until you try something. You don't know until you try. I'm getting engaged in the Philippines! Oh, yay! That's so lovely! Yay! That's gonna be a nice trip. My mum has been coming into my room every 10 minutes wanting a bath. She's been in here about 40 times now. That's really tough. Are the carers coming to give her a bath today? This sort, but not this much. Oh. I do remember before you mentioning that she kind of goes in loops. Oh my gosh. Damn. Okay, Zero. Contain the bath. At this point, I think Zero would prefer if it did. That's so sad. Sorry, Zero. Well, it's because she has a dirty diaper, but I've changed that for her, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay. When it comes to something like that, are you able to ask her, or like it's just more like you have to check? But she doesn't know. Okay. I have to say though, Zero, and I hope it's not too bold to say you're like crying or anything, but I will say, like, I do think it's really commendable that you've essentially dedicated to your life to caring. Not necessarily like you just care for other people, because obviously you care about yourself as well, but to literally just care. And I think that's really like admirable. But this time nothing. Okay. Damn, sorry to hear that. Sorry, by the way. I always worry that I'm like asking too many like personal questions, you know what I mean, about it. But I also don't want to be like, pretend it's not happening, you know, because I know you've got a lot going on. This is one of her worst moments here. It sounds like really hard no matter what. Never fun to see it. Yeah, sounds really tough. It's good to hear them, to be honest, because it helps me think too. Okay. Yeah, so Zane, like, Zara mentioned before that it was a bit tough because his mum kind of goes in like loops. And what used to happen when she used to, I can't remember if you said it was like every 2 hours or so, she'd get up and start trying to like have a bath. And then she goes and she falls in these cycles every so often. And it seems like this one is a new cycle. I don't know. Zero, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. It's, you know, I don't know personally. But like, it must be hard, like, you know, going into these cycles. Because obviously it's tough. Because what's going on, there's a cycle, but then also like not in a selfish way, but like it's exhausting to be like, you know, doing the same, you're also then doing the same thing every 10 minutes of like, no, we're not doing, and I appreciate it's still tiring. Very different than normal. The cycle would have normally ended by now. That's really tough. Well, what did you do with the time that you had this morning, Zero? And you had a little bit of time. I mean, only banned you. I went for a walk. A place I love to walk. I haven't been there for ages. Oh, lovely. That's really nice. That was, yeah, a nice treat for yourself. I guess it must have been also nice because you walk at your own pace, as you mentioned before, right? Oh yeah, Zonta. So for some people it's moved. Mine's still on the old one. Like beneath it. This eye is not interested in cooperating with me today. It's just watering like hell. I'll just top it up just before I take the photos and stuff, I think. Yeah, it looks like they've updated it. I don't really care either way if it's on the top or the bottom. It's just gonna be something to get used to, I guess. But interesting to see that that's something new. I know with my mum, I have to watch her every step because she could just walk into the road at every moment. Yeah, that must be hard. I guess as well, it probably feels quite difficult because she could also trip over at any moment, so you kind of have to like watch. Or watch out for like anything. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, yeah, that must be really, really hard. I used to find it really tough with Cake Lady because I think she had like four sons, but there was only ever one of them who would like come and help, and I would not like an eavesdropping thing, but I would be there doing something like helping, and I'd hear them like complaining and the other brothers in this WhatsApp group. Because they asked me, they were like, oh, Melissa, like, do you know how I can tell if someone's read a message? And I wasn't going to lie, so I was like, yes. And so I showed him how to tell. And then there was like oh, so they have all read it. When we've said we need someone to come help and no one's replying. And I was like... And I felt really bad for them because I was like, oh, this is really awkward. Like, I kind of have to be here because, like, you need help. But also, like, this is really nothing to do with me. I was so awkward. I was like, yeah, so you click on that and then you click on this and then that. And it showed the whole list, like, all of the other. And I was like, yeah, so this means that all these people, I don't know who these people are, sorry, but they will have read it. And then, like, him and his wife just looked at each other and I was like, ha 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 ha. Sorry. Yeah. They're probably not coming. Another random thing is my mum will stare at doors and I asked her what she's thinking and she says, I want to knock on the door and run away, so I have to make sure she doesn't do that. Oh gosh, like while you're walking. Not the I thought you meant just like in your own house. As slowly running away. So like she thinks she's ran away, but like they've opened the door and she's just gone down the stairs. I just said yes, that's really funny. She just wants to play knock door run. At one moment or another. I can't remember if I did it actually. I probably would have bottled it. I'm too scared. Just got scared of getting in trouble. Oh my god, my dad did the meanest thing. He told me when he was younger, he was like, yeah, I should have done it anyway. There was this old guy who was painting his, it's not funny. But anyway, now we can laugh. He was painting his gate. And my dad said that him and his friend basically sat and watched him paint this gate for like 3 hours on the other side of the road while they were just like hanging out. And you should just say me, this is so bad. When he was done, they picked up all these grass clippings and threw it on the gate. So obviously it's wet paint and it all stuck to it. And he said like, for real, he was like, he couldn't believe it. That man ran out the house and he said he genuinely chased them for over a mile. And my dad was like, I thought I was gonna die. I was like, oh my God, like why would you do such a thing? I was like, I've never seen, he was like, he was so old. He was like, I didn't think he'd run that far. He was like, you nearly caught me. Bad thing to do. Hi, Jay. Oh, it's going well, thank you. Slowly getting there. Slowly. Oh, I was really cold though, so I had to take a bit of a break. I was cold. Ken! Ken, but no, the old guy was running as well, so we'd have to do the two running ones. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, especially in like the old, like really olden days, right? Got lucky. He got really lucky. This is honestly an awful thing to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it is kind of funny, like listening to some of the things that your parents did, which were a bit naughty. Because obviously you grow up thinking that I can't do anything bad because my parents will tell me off, to then find out some of the stuff that they did. Ah! Did you just call me old? Did I? Anyway. Ken! Oh, it's much better. I know where you'll be next spring. What do you mean? Chat, I've decided not to go to TwitchCon. I'm sorry you've had to find out this way. I wish my eye would stop doing this. Stop it! Big news, everyone, big news. Have you tried not doing that thing with your eye? Good point, I'll give that a go. Oh, I've missed something. What? Zero, that's so funny! How? Those jokes are ruined by CCTV now. I'm immediately caught out on what's going on. Do you know one of my favourite pranks I've ever seen online? Is like, I really love the harmless ones. One of them that I really, really liked was people like, they're in a road and they're like looking at something, there's nothing there. They're looking at something and then they like step over like this invisible thing and they all like pretend that there's something there. And then when a car comes, they do it when a car's there. And then they see this car be like, ooh. I don't want to. What if I... Generally have a lot of the luxury of nursing homes. Some people aren't that bad simply due to how taxing people is or have a regular job. I was doing it full time myself. I think that's been the, forgive me, Zero, like if I'm speaking too much about it. I think that's been the problem, Zane, is like a lot of the carers haven't been, Zero's mentioned they haven't been very good. They're like late, and they're not necessarily doing as much as I think that he wants to. He's tried complaining and it's not necessarily been beneficial or like helped as much as they expected. So I think Zero mentioned like today they started looking into care homes to see if she'd like it, but she came out of it looking traumatized and like she hated it, which is really tough. So yeah, so Zero's kind of been like doing it as like a one-man band almost, with carers helping some stuff, but not. Honestly, it sounds like it's not enough, and they're always late apparently, and they're unreliable. And try another one next week and see how that goes. Fingers crossed for you. Honestly, really, really help. I would really hope that it helps. Hope robots are ready to take care of me when I get old. That's why we've got to be nice to them. It can be nice. You got to say please and thank you to Google. Oh my god, chat, I lost Whamageddon so hard because of the radio. Speaking of which, I was really upset. Hey Alexa, play Wham! Last Christmas. Hey Google, play Last Christmas by Wham! Hey Siri, play Last Christmas by Wham! Because if I've lost it, you'll have to lose it too. No, because it's not fair for this streamer. No, as soon as I lost it, I was so sad. I was like, that's it. As soon as I get back to streaming next week, I'm calling out a series. Bye. No. Hey Nostra, how are you? I lost Whamageddon and I was really sad, and it was because I listened to the radio in the car, and I can't believe the fact. No, it came on an advert on the radio. It wasn't even the full song, and I was debating for a while if I could class that as not listening to it, but I decided that was me cheating, and then I was really, really, really upset about it. I was like, I cannot believe I've lost Whamageddon. I can play it for you on the piano. Lose Whamageddon for yourself, Ken. Because they were playing the top 10 Christmas songs on the show my mum was watching, so I ran. Like, no! Oh my god, Nostro. I think it's been broken for a lot of people today because the update. So it's weirdly updating so slowly, whereas like the title is now at the top. So it looks like we're going through an update today on the Twitch site. Not just the app. Sometimes it's just the app, but it seems like the whole site's getting an update. So I think it's been broken for a while for a lot of people, because some people, like, they couldn't even get the title to come up at all. Mine was still in the old one last time I checked. Canine crunchy, canine crunchy. Oh, thank you very much. I genuinely couldn't believe it. When I saw that in the shop, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I was like, damn, but it didn't tell me what version it was. But it's an interesting design, isn't it? Very futuristic. The hammer, that's the thing that got me. I saw the hammer and I was like, ooh. How are you doing, Star Wars Lady? Star Wars Lady, guess what? This is my 3rd stream today. Look at all the I know! Everyone's so cutie! The first stream I was doing Skull Merchant, and then I had therapy, so I stopped stream for an hour and a half, and then I went and did therapy, and then I came back and I finished Skull Merchant, and then I did Skull Merchant, and then I turned stream off and took photos of Skull Merchant and washed it off, and then I came back and now I'm here. Ah, Zero, thank you so much for the 50-bit. Look at all those chickens. Did you do therapy in your makeup? Yeah. There's a Funko Pop of every character ever, probably. No, you're not even wrong, though. I'm not saying I hate Funko Pops, but it kind of makes me dislike Funko Pops a bit because I feel a bit like, you know when you see something everywhere that it starts driving you a little bit insane? A little bit like how the Christmas music drives us insane. I feel like I'm getting to that stage of Funko Pops now where I see them and I'm like, oh my god. However, if they come out with a new Lara Croft one, I'm absolutely purchasing it. Like, I'm over them. If a streamer did their therapy on stream, that would be crazy. The problem I'd find with that, though, is like they just wouldn't be as honest. They'd like choose to talk about certain things. Like, they wouldn't be like, It's just really hard to talk about this sort of stuff because, like, you know, it's just really hard when you earn 300,000 a day for, like, sitting in front of your computer. do you know what I mean? Like, they're just not going to be honest about actually working on themselves. It would be like, can you imagine? Like, no one understands and they think it's really privileged, but, like, it's not. Can you imagine how bad that would be? There are Funko Pops everywhere. They are all over the place. And I feel like now they're all over the place in shops. Like, they're on, like the end stuff. They're just everywhere. And I kind of feel a little bit like I've got Funko Pop fatigue. But 100%, if they come out with a new Tomb Raider one, I'm going to purchase it. They're coming out with a new Tomb Raider doc. Yeah, the tubs thing. Time to rest and get noms. Definitely. What are you gonna eat? I'm nearly done. Oh, nice. That must be lovely. My mum made me some food, so I'm going to reheat that on the pan and add vegetables. But I can't really dilly-dally because I prefer to try and get dinner ready for when Ghost comes back, because when he comes back from badminton he's exhausted. You know what I mean? So I'd rather he came back and then just ate food. Personally. Hey Matt! Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one, Niveus. Let me have a look. I read that as Nando. Nando Roy. What's that? Oh, yes! They're so cute! They are so cute. They remind me, but they're not the same as... What is that one? I prefer this one over the Funko, but I like this. This one, Rock Candy. This one I think is so cute. Don't you think on this one she looks really, really like just adorable? I have this one and I think it's better than the Funko Pops. Yeah, it's cute. That's what your one reminds me of. I really like these. I hope they do more Tomb Raider ones. I just think she looks really cute. I like the way that they draw their face. It is much better than the Funko Pop, isn't it? Yeah, I wanted them to do more of this one. There's a comparison photo here, actually, of this and the Funko Pop. Here, look. I do personally prefer the rock candy one to the Funko Pop. I have both, but I think that the rock candy one, I don't know, I just feel like it looks a bit more like, I just think it looks cuter. I feel like now I'm starting to see these, I think the Funko Pops kind of look a little bit dead. They look a little bit soulless. Yeah, I prefer this one, but yeah, it's a chibi, it's cuter, isn't it? I like your one though, I've never seen that one before. Sorry, I've never known what they were called, but I've seen them before. They're the ones, they can be a bit pricey though, can't they, I think? Oh, I guess that's the same as certain Funko Pops though. Yeah, they do! And it's exactly, they all start to look the same now. And it feels a bit like, oh, okay, when they bring out another one. Funko Pops suddenly look like they're all melted. They do look weird when you start looking at it next to the rock candy one, don't they? Like it kind of, I actually think they're the same brand, but they've also done this one. So part of me is like, Yeah, the eyes on them are so weird. Which I think were cool for a while, but I'm kind of over it now. Like I'm more interested in other ones. Especially because when you have things like anime, one of the main selling points about them is their eyes. And a lot of them have very different eyes. As an example, but not limited to, some of the, like the 12, is it the 12 or the 13 in Demon Slayer, where they literally have what number they are, like, carved on their eye. So it's like when you take that off, it's like, okay. Yeah, exactly 0. And they've made billions off of it. Like, good for them, but I'm kind of like, I'd like to see a newer design. Do we need a Lara intervention? Nostro, I had something turn up today, so no. Yeah, apparently, yeah, I haven't got the new layout yet. Last time I checked was like an hour ago, though. I think it'll probably be weird for a while, and then we'll all just get used to it. But I wonder, though, it seems like an interestingly odd move to do it when, you know, like, don't fix it if it's not broken. But so I guess to me, I'm imagining they're going to add something else, or maybe along the bottom. Like, maybe they're making room for something, so that's why they're shifting it over. Because I can't imagine they would just do it for no reason. It makes the bottom of the screen look really bare. But I feel like they might add something there later. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, everything is fine. I just can't. I can't see them doing it without a reason. You know what I'm saying. So I wonder if they were going to add something. I wonder what they would add. Hi, Tozilla, how are you? Oh, my eye. Oh, why is it watering so much today? I'm going to use the inside of this glove. Yeah, like light mode or dark mode. It would be interesting if you could kind of like pick your layout. Because you can do that as a streamer. In the dashboard, you can like choose what you want to look at and see. for the info. It'd be interesting if they could let you do that. I guess it's just more data to save, maybe? I'm not sure. I just can't imagine that they'd move it there without the intention to add something else. Because I can't see why they would. You see what I mean? Like, to me, it would be like a waste of resources to just be like, oh, just move that. Why? Because you could argue, well, it's been fine and it's worked fine for 10 years. Why would we change it now? So I think they're going to add something there. Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe they'll do something with stories or something as well, because obviously streamers have stories now. Because they're pushing clips as well. Yeah. So it does. So maybe they would do something with that. Or if we think like, because in a lot of cases, a lot of things would be done for boosting revenue. So perhaps in this instance, maybe they're going to add like easier buttons to gift subs. And like a button to do bits maybe, because to cheer is still not straightforward for new people. So maybe they'll add something which would make it easier for people who are newer to subscribe. So maybe they'll add a toolbar for subscribe, gift subs, throw like, you know, bits, and then say, and then clip. So it'll be like a user thing to share Twitch on other platforms more. There might be a share button. To clip to as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Star Wars Lady. Like, surely they'll do something interesting with it. Usually when companies do this sort of stuff, it's to make room for something to boost revenue. So that's why I'm thinking perhaps it would be something where it makes it easier to subscribe for longer, 6 months in advance, gift subs maybe. Oh yeah, Nivius. To be fair, I'm all for people trying new things and then being like, you know, it didn't work. That was really crazy though. That was tough, yeah. Moving the bits from under chat, I think so, yeah, because from underneath the chat, it's a bit complicated for some people, I think. Sometimes it feels like we know Twitch, how to use it, because we know, but like with getting more and more people on the platform, I'm going to have a look at mine now. Getting more and more people on the platform, it makes sense that it's confusing. Mine's still normal. So yeah, to move that. So you see how it says manage your sub, gift sub. I think they'll probably do more. Maybe it'll say manage sub, gift sub, throw bits. Or like cheer bits, buy bits. And then maybe they'll be like, clip this moment or something. But this is mine. I wonder if I click on somebody else's stream. What does it say? It says follow, turn notifications off, gift sub, resubscribe. That'd be interesting. Not sure. I think they're going to do something with it. We're in preparation waiting zone. Do you know what I could also be? Is then slowly changing things on Twitch's side so it doesn't look identical to Kick, because obviously Kick completely ripped it off. So it could be that they're changing little bits so that it looks different. Because Kick is twitching green. And less moderation. So it could, maybe it's to do with that. Like, maybe as like a little way to look a bit different. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Complain either way. Yeah. Do what we do best. Right, okay, I've got one more bit to film before I put the wig on. Right, let's see what we did last. I need to say everything in between. If I seem to just want to change things despite nobody asking for it. I mean, some of the ones that I worked with, yeah. So it was that. Where's my phone? We go again, chat. As I was doing that, the video that I was just playing on repeat is somebody walking their chicken. Love that for them. Good for them. Right, let me go find the wig. Or a wig, because I'm not sure which one yet. Are these the red wigs? Are they stuck behind this fan? Oh, of course they are. These are my red wigs. So when are you recreating that TikTok? That is very interesting, Mark. Yes, like Minecraft. Does this wig have a full fringe? Ha! Get out of here. Have I picked the right wig? By pure fluke. The chickens hold a quest for sure. Like that cat on TikTok. When they see this cat every single day and it does the same thing. It stands in the right place. And it goes, brow, brow, brow. That one. Brow, 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 brow. That one. You know what I'm on about? You know that cat? 100% yes. Quest cat. Well, I'm really sorry you've had to find out that you're just an NPC this way. Brow, brow, brow. Oh my gosh, my eye. Hello? Excuse me! Lovelies, welcome on in everyone. Hi, my name is Mel, I'm Christina7. I like to classify myself as the extreme makeup athlete, and today I'm turning myself into a version of Sally from the Nightmare Before Christmas once again. How was your stream, lovely? I hope you had a fantastic stream. Welcome on in. Today's been a little bit busy for me. So this is my my makeup look kind of number 998. I'm trying to make my 1000th body paint makeup look land on Saturday because I want to do a torso paint for it. So so today I did 2 makeup looks, but then I had therapy in the middle of one of them, so I had to end stream. So I've done 3 streams today. And this is my second makeup look today. The one where I raided you earlier, I was Skull Merchant from Dead by Daylight. But this one I wanted to do like a Bride of Frankenstein. Is this Root Lift? Yeah. I wanted to do like a Bride of Frankenstein inspired. Makeup well done so far, thank you. I wanted to do like a inspired piece, but welcome on in everyone. It's lovely to have you. Go you, thank you. So I'm gonna try. So then we're gonna do another makeup look tomorrow, which means that I'm gonna be back to my normal streaming schedule. Oh, I heard you went to the Crystal Maze. Did you enjoy it? Thank you so much, Roadkill. Thank you. I've never done it. I've always wondered if it was worth the money. It's quite pricey, isn't it? What did you think? Would you do it again? It was so last minute. Oh my god, I wasn't like trying to like invite myself and ask, by the way, in case it came across that way. I think I just I think that's stuck in the back of my anyway. I wasn't like trying to like yeah, anyway, like I've never been. But like would you not at all like that. I was just wondering because I remember when it first came out it's when I was working as a graphic designer in London and I was like, and I tried to convince my okay, good. I was trying to convince my work that we should do it for the Christmas party so that they'd pay for it. I was unsuccessful. I was like, oh yeah, have you seen that crazy thing? That'd be so good. For a Christmas party. What does everyone think of that? Just me? I think it was... they did this escape room and I didn't understand what was going on because for some reason maths was involved. And one guy nearly dislocated my shoulder. Yeah, that was loads of fun. Yeah, I was unsuccessful. Oh yeah, you liked it that much? Nice. I'll take you instead. I delayed Christmas party. You're far too... Oh my god, if you need to like run away because I know you've been streaming all day. Ghost is on his way and he's going to be here in 30 minutes. Oh crap. I have to go cook dinner. Okay, well I'll just cut my hair a little bit more first. Bloody hell. Ah! Oh my god. So, tell him to pick up food on the way. All I have to do is like reheat it and I feel like I look like Miss Argentina. Okay. Thank you so much, lovely. Thank you. You're so lovely. Anybody who's just joined, hello. I do makeup here on the internet and on Twitch. These are all me. This is also me. I strive to look a little bit different every day. I just like playing with makeup a lot. And I'll look different tomorrow. I know the Bride of Frankenstein has hair that goes up. But I kind of feel like that's not my vibe. Cooking on a 3-stream day. Honestly, here I am just trying to do everything. Quick! 3 print 1. Okay. Well, I think this looks kind of cute. What do you guys think? She generally has the hair that does the... Yeah! And honestly, like, that's so much work making a wig like that. It's just too much. Why cook when you ate? Thank you so much. Thank you. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? 3-string day, let's go! Nice! Okay, I genuinely do have to, like, run away because I have to go cook dinner. third stream today. Thank you very much, everyone. I've basically streamed the entire day. I love you all so much. I feel bad that you just raided and I'm like, anyway, I'm going to go now. But thank you very much for being absolutely fabulous. I think that you're all wonderful and lovely. You can follow me because you have a very good reason to. Okay. Good. I'm glad that I'm glad that we're all on board with that. Thank you very much. I always love, oh, thank you so much, Jujiko. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for being lovely people and being absolutely fantastic to me. Thank you so much. Right, I'm just gonna do a quick raid arenas. Not like that! I believe you. Let's do a quick raid arenas, but I'm gonna run away, okay? Because I'm gonna go cook dinner like this. This is my life. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you. I'm gonna raid and run though. It's your birthday. It's Amy's birthday today. I mean, we'll probably get lost in the chat, but that's fine. Thank you so much. I think you're all fabulous. I'm going to run away, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you all! Thank you very much. No, you're totally fine, Roadkill. It's different here. Context matters. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Bye!